Dude, 5 years ago I was dead broke. A secret that I've been keeping for a bloody long time, we're gonna reveal it now. I'm Field Days, and today I am super excited. I'm gonna show you guys everything inside this video. Oh, it's a fish on. This is the craziest thing. Magical. Oh, dude. Yeah!
Proper sweat.
Oh, that's fish. That's a fish. Dude, he smoked that thing. Why is your brother such a bitch? It's a weird feeling, but it's also a good feeling. I'm absolutely frothing. Where's Bowie? Where's Bob? It's not for money, it's not for cars, it's not for boats, it's for one thing and one thing only, and that is freedom. That's it, I'm not showing anymore. All right, doggies, my life is chaos at the moment and I absolutely bloody love it. I've got a million things going on behind the scenes and I'm gonna show you guys everything inside this video. I picked up my new boat. She is an absolute weapon. I got 2 brand spanking new cars getting dropped off over the next couple of days. I'm moving house. I'm actually moving out of this epic little farmhouse that we've been living in for the last 5 years. I'm sending my brother to Indonesia on a solo trip on a very, very, very remote chain of islands, which I'm actually a little bit scared about. Also, I've been holding out. I've been holding a massive secret which changes my life drastically. I'm gonna tell you guys that secret. I've also got a heap of Q&A questions to answer which I've got from you guys from Instagram. So this is gonna be a massive video. It's a behind the scenes of the chaotic life of Field Day. But before we do any of that, me and my brother took the brand new boat out on a camping adventure the other day. I'm gonna roll that footage on, then we're gonna come back here and I'm gonna explain what's going on in my life right now. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of an update of Misha, Mac 10 and everything else like that. So let's go jump in the boat and let's go fishing, doggies. This is gonna be sick. Woo! Doggy, doggy, good morning. And welcome to a camping adventure. We've just woken up on the brand new boat this morning and I'm telling you right now, the froth levels are extremely high. We're gonna bang a couple of coffees. The sun has not even poked its head up yet. Me and my brother slept here last night on the boat. Incredibly beautiful spot to sleep. We're gonna bring you guys along on tonight's camping adventure. We've got a big day planned. Yet again, the boys have messed up. We didn't bring any FDYS coffee, so we are drinking instant coffee. Yeah, boy. Look at the size of this fish he got. It's tiny. Look at this fish he got. Oh, give me a look, bro. Oh, that's a good whiting.
Massive, bro.
That's a big whiting. Is there any more? Big doggy doggy. Look at the water, dude.
Oh, it's so nice.
Primo. Add it to the collection of fish. Give me a look at this one. Big whiting. Big tailor, big mudfish, booyah! Getting the job done, boy. We've got absolutely no idea what we're doing today. We've got no plans, we've got no ambition. We're just cruising. We're just having fun. We've got the tunes on, the sun's out. Old mate's peeling a boiled egg. I'm gonna drag this little laser pro behind the boat, see if we can't get bitten, and let's just see where today takes us. It's a glorious day out here. Boy, we're gonna try something epic. We're gonna bring all these rods in. Let's go. Quick, 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 get the drone out as soon as you bring that in. Look at this bait. Oh, we're gonna get a drone up so you guys get to see what we're seeing, because this is epic. Well, that was a little bit of short-lived action. We had the drone up, you would have seen the bait ball there. There was nothing in that bait ball, there was no fish. There were fish busting up in it before, but we put 100 lures into it. There was nothing feeding, so we're trolling a lure again, keeping an eye out for bait balls and bust ups, and we're just cruising on this hella glorious day. Look at it. Dream. Oh. Let's go to the front of the boat and put the noodle rod to work. This is the best spot to stand on this boat, bro. Watch this, ready? Get that lure down there, work it at the depth. Oh, it's a fish on. It's coming towards me. What is this thing? Oh, it's a trevally. Little Trev dog. That's why he's going so hard. This place is wild. I just had a trevally on the noodle rod. The trevally went deep and then a snapper came up and took this lure out of the trevally's mouth. And then I come up with a snapper, dude. Dropped it down, had a trevally on, trevally gone, snapper up. That is just unbelievable. Here's smoked that hook, dude. I need those pliers. Look at that. Snapper, bang. See you later, champion. What's going on here, bud?
Oh, we got some sort of dog.
That's a mulloway, dude.
Mulloway, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Look at that little mulloway, man.
That's sick.
Yes. That is a beautiful little fish.
That's killer, dude.
Wicked.
Oh, that's fish. That's a fish. Oh, that is a fish and a half. Noodle rod just got smoked. What have we got here? Oh, it's a... Yeah. Relax, pal, relax. Beautiful pinky, man. Look at that. Pink snapper on a soft plastic on the noodle rod. That is phenomenal. Look at that thing. Sick. Can you see them? Oh no, they should be around that corner.
Yep, they're coming.
Get me in closer. Can you see him still?
Yeah, they should have taken that.
I think they're mullet, bro. Oh, that's fish. That's a fish right there. Dude, he smoked that thing. Wow. Wow. That was 1 second. Wow. Dude. That was hectic. Bro, that is a beautiful fish on fly. Alright, buddy, alright. Look at that thing. Magical fish on the fly rod. That is what it's all about, doggy. Beautiful tailor on the fly. Bang, see you later, champion. That was sick. That was amazing. How bloody good is that boat, dude? Oi, that boat is an absolute weapon of a boat. As you just saw, we took that boat out for a 2-day camping adventure, me and my brother. Just me and my smelly brother. He hasn't had a shower in like 10 days, bro.
Proper sweating.
We actually didn't film too much of that adventure. It was more of a shakedown trip. We just wanted to get a vibe for the boat, how it feels. And dude, it is an absolute weapon. Those boys over at White Pointer make an incredibly good boat. 2 nights we stayed out, 3 days just absolutely living the dream. We've already racked up our 20-hour service. So the boat is not here right now. The boat's down in Riptide Marine in Gero, getting its first ever service. The legends down there squeezed me in. So big love to Riptide Marine in Geraldton. Thank you so much, mate. We're getting the first 20-hour service done on the boat. But this monstrosity you can see in the background, this is where the boat's actually gonna live. We've had this built for the boat. So you can see in the background there, we've got our small little tinny. That's our mud crab and mission boat. And then the big girl that you just saw is gonna live in here. The idea behind that big boat, sword fishing, marlin fishing. We're gonna be taking that boat out wide. We're gonna be doing like crazy trips with it. And there's no other vessel that I would want. It took me 2 years to find a boat, and I finally landed on that white pointer. It is an absolute dream rig. All right, we're here. We're at the Field Day Ranch. I'm gonna start running you guys through everything I said at the beginning of this video. Starting off with my brother. Starting off with Anya. What's going on with Anya? The name Anya, you may ask. Where the hell did the name Anya come from? All right, everybody needs an internet name. Everybody needs a name on my YouTube channel, and Anya has stuck like a bloody sticky piece of chewy gum. The reason why we call him Anya is because my beautiful little daughter, Misha, can't say uncle yet. So she's like, she runs around, she says, Anya, Anya. Instead of saying uncle, she says Anya. So now the nickname Anya has stuck. U-N-Y-A, Anya. That is his name on the videos from now on. It is stuck. All the boys call him Anya. Everyone down the shops calls him Anya. His name's Anya from now on. But Anya, or AKA my little brother, is actually on a trip in Indonesia right now on a solo mission. And as this video progresses, you guys will sort of figure out why he's going and I'm not going. But the idea of him going is that I want to keep these videos going. I want to sort of keep the Field Day channel alive. I want to keep the videos pumping along. I want you guys to keep watching these kind of videos. This channel was born in Indonesia.
What's going on, legends? Welcome to the channel. I'm Field Days, and today I am super excited because I've just been dropped off on this remote Indonesian island.
You guys by far love the videos, survival videos from Indonesia the most. So what I've done is, we've got him on an aeroplane. He's flying over to Indo. He's got 2 weeks over there. He's got this very, very remote island, chain of islands he's gonna go and explore. He's doing it completely solo. He's doing like no food, no water. I've got a lot of faith in him. I've sort of taught him everything I know, and now he's taken on a big job of going there solo. So let's roll on a little bit of footage from him over there in Indonesia, and then we'll jump back here. We'll start ripping into showing you the girls, showing you around the house and everything else that's going on. But let's rip in. He is solo traveling through Indo. First time he's ever done it. He's frothing, I'm frothing. Let's see where he is, brah.
Thank you, have a nice day.
You too.
It's pissing down with rain. I've got myself a bintang. Yeah. Happy boy, hey. Happy boy. We've got a couple more hours to go. It's raining. Pretty hectic roads. Yeah.
What the hell are you doing in there, dude? What the hell?
All right, so there's a little bit of a sneak peek of my little brother Anya out in Indonesia doing his thing. So you guys are gonna see a lot of him in the videos now, and he's gonna be solo. He's gonna be completely alone in these videos. I'm not gonna be so much in the videos for probably the next 2 months-ish, 2 to 3 months. I'm gonna tell you guys right now why I'm not gonna be in the videos. Anya's gonna be taking over. He's gonna be taking the reins for a little while, and I'm gonna be home with the girls, kicking back. I'm still gonna be working. I'm gonna be working my ass off on all the other things we're doing in the background. I just can't afford to travel far like he is right now to go to Indonesia and all that. So sit back and relax. We're gonna drop a bombshell on you guys. A secret that I've been keeping for a bloody long time. We're gonna reveal it now. And it's kind of exciting. I'm actually frothing about it. Who's that over there, Misha? Say hello. Would have been a minute since you guys have seen this little chicken. She's nearly 2 years old, dude. Little Misha May. Look there. Say hello. Hey, my darling. Little Misha is nearly 2 years old. Mama, come here. All right, doggies. This is the reason why I'm not filming at the moment.
This one?
Show me this belly. Yeah, dude. We've got another little grommet on the way. We've actually got another baby. We've got another baby coming.
Double trouble.
Yeah, it's double. This one is a handful, dude. But we've got the second baby on the way. So Mac 10's got one in the oven, and dude, we're frothing for it. We're so excited. So that's the reason. That is the reason why we're sort of pulling back on. I'm pulling back on videos just for a little bit because we've got another baby coming. And this explains why we're moving house, why we're doing everything. I'll unveil all of this as the video goes on. But there you go. We've got another bubs coming along. Look at this, dude. So excited, man. This is why my brother's solo in Indo. This is why I can't be going to Indo right now. But you have a little friend coming. Hey? Ah, doggies, we got 2 little grommies coming and we are so excited about it. All right, so that's the exciting news that we've been holding off on for a little while. Mac 10 has another little baby in the belly, and we are so bloody excited about it. We've been keeping it a bit of a secret. Everything's good, it's all healthy, we are all good, but that leads us into the next thing in our lives, and that's moving home. So obviously you guys know we've been living here for the last 5 years. We've done so much work on this property. We've done this whole entire veggie patch, this fruit orchard. We've built the big shed out the back. We've built the big bloody thing out the front to watch the sunset over the ocean. And look, this house has done absolutely amazing things for us, but it is time. Here's a new chapter. It's a new era in our lives, and it's time to move on. So I'm gonna run you guys through the house. I'm gonna run you guys through what's going on. We have shit absolutely everywhere as we are moving out. And in 2 days, we're gonna be out of here. 2 days?
It goes very quickly.
2 days, we're out of here. So I'll give you guys a rundown of what's happening with this house, where we're moving to and all that. But we've got another baby coming, doggies, and we are frothing for it. Hey, you ready for a little brother or sister? You want to cuddle with Dad? Come here. Oh, I could have 10 of these little things. Hey, look how good she is.
You love the camera today.
You're a good camera girl. Hello, Field Day fam. This is what I'm gonna miss the most about this move. So, one of the biggest questions I got asked on Instagram when I did a post the other day is like, what are you guys doing? Where are you moving to? So we're actually moving back down to the big smoke. We're moving down to the city life, which is gonna be a little bit of a drastic change for us because for the last 5 years, we've lived here in this incredible part of the world. We've got 180 degree views of the ocean up here. We watch the sunset every night. We absolutely destroy this barbecue. Every night I cook a steak on that barbecue. Most nights I jump in that sauna and get my sweat on. So we've done a lot up here. A lot of friends, a lot of families, a lot of parties have been had over this ocean views up here. And we are actually moving to the big smoke. So we're moving back down to the city for maybe 1, maybe 2 years. We don't know yet. We've been in this house now for 5 years. Maybe a little bit over 5 years, and we're ready for a change, to be honest. I'm ready to go down to the city. We've got a lot of good mates down there. We've got a lot of family. We've got a good network down there. When we were pregnant with Misha, Maky was alone in this house all by herself whilst I was out filming, and it was an absolute grind. She was solo parenting a lot of the time, and hats off to her. She absolutely nailed it as a solo parenting mum. But I don't want her to go through that with 2 kids. Obviously, I'm still running the YouTube channel. I still want to be filming the videos. And we've got all these other businesses running in the background, which we're going to touch on a little bit later on. But I don't want Mac 10 to have 2 kids up here solo in the bush. We've got no help. We've got very little friend network around here. So down in the big smoke, we've got friends, we've got family. It's just going to be a whole lot easier to bring up a family down there. It's not forever. It's only for a short time. And that brings me on to another question that you guys have been asking. One of the biggest questions that I've been asked is, what are you doing with this house? Like, what are you guys doing? Are you selling it? What are you doing? So we actually don't know what we're doing with the house. We've already got a house down in the big smoke, which we are moving to in 2 days, like I said previously. So this house up here, we're actually not doing anything with it. We're just gonna keep it here. My brother is gonna be one of the luckiest people in the world. My brother's actually gonna come and live in this house himself, like by himself. So he's got this entire house. He's got these entire ocean views, the barbecue, the sauna, which I've absolutely sweated in so much. He's gonna have all of this stuff to himself while we're down in Perth. So we're not getting rid of the house. We're just gonna sit on the house for a little while and we'll make up our mind. We don't ever really want to get rid of it. We'd love to come back and make it a base once the kids are old enough, but for the time being, my brother's gonna be living here. He'll probably get a couple of mates together and they'll all just live here and run amok, which is gonna be epic because it's such a good house. I want people to use it and play with it. So that's the idea with the house. We're just gonna sit on it. My brother's gonna live here while us 3 or us 4 go down to the big smoke. So that's what we're doing with the house. We're keeping it here and my brother's gonna run amok. Lucky boy, eh? Don't be sweating in my sauna, boy. Well, there's a little bit of a rundown. Come here, chicken. Come here, come here. Wow, there's a little bit of a rundown of what's going on. Just a very brief one. I'm gonna put this camera down. We're gonna start packing this house up. Tomorrow, I'm gonna check back in with you guys because we've got a very, very special delivery. I've gotta go down to the mechanic and pick up the boat. So there's a little bit of an update. We've got a new kid coming, doggies. Mac 10 has got one in the oven, and we're very, very excited about this new chapter of our lives. But we've got a lot of questions to rip into. Q&A is gonna get done at the end of this video as well. But I'll check in with you guys tomorrow. We've got a very special delivery coming in hot. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We've got a house to pack. Torture. All right, love you. See you tomorrow. Booyah. Say bye.
Bye.
Bye. Look at this, my doggies. We've got one brand new four-wheel drive. Not only one, check it out, check it out. We've got two brand spanking new four-wheel drives. These things are a pigeon pair, brand new, straight off the shelf. We have not slept on building these two cars here. These things are top of the line, incredible machines. All right, now I don't want to show too much of these cars, but I'm going to show you a little bit just to get you guys juiced up for what's coming in the future. These two cars behind me here are very, very well built. We have not slept on the build quality of these cars. We've got MITS alloy canopies on both of these trucks here. We've gone the whole red arc solar systems on these things. Everything hanging off these cars is ARB. We have not slept on the quality of these cars. Coming down on the inside of these trays, they're both exactly the same. They're both built out identically the same. You open up this tray, look at the quality of the inside of this car. We've got Dometic upstanding fridges. We have got pantries that slide in, slide out, big storage units. Like I said, both of these cars are both pigeon pair, exactly the same, brand spanking new, straight off the truck, straight to my house. Again, exactly the same, big stand-up Dometic fridge, pantries. These things, my lordy lord. All the solar, big batteries and everything in there. Now the craziest thing about these cars, this is the craziest thing. These are not my cars. These are your cars. I've got more to talk about that later on, but both these cars here are for you. They're for the Field Day family, and you guys are going to absolutely froth what's coming. That's enough. I'm not going to show the cars anymore. Just know that you guys are going to be going on some pretty crazy trips very, very soon. You got two brand new cars, doggies. Oh, dude. They are weapons. They are weapons. Look at that, dude. That's it. I'm not showing anymore. Oh, this is what it's come down to. I'm boiling water on the oven with a bloody pot and pan because this house is completely empty. There is nothing left in this house at all. We've got a couple of things left behind for me and my brother when we come back up here, pick up boats, pick up cars and trips, but the majority of the inside of this house is all back down in the big smoke now, and it's a weird feeling, dude. It's really weird. Like, we've got no fridge, we've got nothing in here, man. We've got nothing at all. I slept here last night, I slept in my swag, cooked a steak on the barbecue again, probably one of the last steaks I'll cook in a while. But this is the house, mate. She's empty. I'll give you a little look around. Look at this shit, dude. There's nothing. There's nothing in here, dude. The whole house is just empty. It's a massive house with nothing in it. Little jumping castle for me brother. You little shit. But that's, look at this, bro. Empty, empty, empty. Couple of clothes in that room. Empty. Down here. Boom. Empty. Down here. Just a storage room. Shit everywhere. The house is empty, dude. There's nothing left in it. It's a weird feeling, but it's also a good feeling. Also, what's going to be a good feeling is when I get a coffee inside of me. Look at this. Hurry up. Hurry up. I'll tell you one thing that's pretty bloody amazing is these upright fridges. Obviously I've been traveling around in the Troopy for so many years. I don't have an upright fridge in the Troopy. This This is actually epic to have an upright fridge in this car. I don't usually drink milk, but that instant coffee, legit, tastes like dog shit if you don't put milk with it. So I need to put a bit of milk inside this coffee to rip into these questions. But this upright fridge, I actually really like it. I've only used it for 2 days, but I really do like it. Like I said, this is not my fridge. This is your fridge. Get excited, doggies, because these cars are yours. More on that later. All right, so a lot of these bloody questions which I've been asked on Instagram are very similar. I've sort of like got questions which are similar, I've put them together and answer them as a whole. One of the biggest questions was, why are you moving house? I hope this video has explained why we're moving house. Obviously the main reason is because I've got another kid on the way. And dude, we are excited about it. I'm absolutely frothing that I've got another kid on the way. Very, very excited. Kid number 2 is coming. So that's the main reason we're moving. That's the main reason, to have my girls down in Perth, have a structured life, have more of a community, have more friends, have more things to do. Obviously up here in the bush, it is limited for what the girls can do up here. So now, while Mac 10 is down in Perth, it also gives me a little bit more freedom to go and film better videos and bigger videos for you guys, knowing that she's not struggling at home alone. She's got family, she's got friends, she's got a little bit more help down there. So that's the whole reason why we're moving. I think I've said that a million times in this video. I'm no longer gonna say it. Secondly, on the back of that, people are asking, what are you gonna do with the house? Also, I think I've said this in the video, but what we're doing with the house, my brother's gonna move in until we figure out what we wanna do. Ideally, from a financial standpoint, it would be the best for me to rent this house to another family, completely move out of this house, and then ideally what I would love to do in the future is have another shed on a block of land, like a big shed on a block of land in the middle of the bush. And that's what we're going to call the Field Day headquarters. And that's going to be a place where the business ventures that I'm working on at the moment, we can probably bring people to the shed. We can film content in the shed. It'll be a place to keep the boats, keep the cars, keep all the guns. We can go shooting. We can do heaps of fun shit in this shed. So that's the idea behind the house. Right now we're just sitting up in the air. We're going to keep the house. My brother's moving in here. I think a couple of mates are going to take a room. So this is just going to be a complete party house for the boys. I'll be coming back and forth a lot to this house, picking up boats, doing sleepovers here, meeting up here with my mates. This is literally just turning into a boys' house, which is epic. But financially, I should rent this out, take some money, buy another block of land, build a shed on a block of land, and that can be the boys hang out, that can be the shed, that can be the office, that'll be like the warehouse. So that is where we're at with the house, the girls, and let's crack on to the next question. So there's a lot of people wondering, what is the idea with this boat? Like, what are you planning on doing with the boat? Obviously, if you guys are a fisherman or you're an outdoor enthusiast, you'll understand that there's a demersal ban in Western Australia right now, which eliminates us from fishing for certain species. It doesn't affect me so much, as I'm not somebody who really goes out and targets those kind of fish. I got this boat for adventures. Now, I'm all about having fun. Fishing is one of my, the best things you can do in life. Fishing, surfing, 2 of the greatest things you can do on the planet. But this boat, obviously it's a fishing boat, but it's also an adventure boat. I got this boat to go and explore places where you can't get to in car in Western Australia. WA is a massive coastline. It's a bloody big coastline, and there's a lot of places that you cannot get to by car. Like, it's physically impossible. Mine sites cut stuff off. Tracks that used to be open back in the day are all locked down. What this boat is going to give us the access to do is actually go and cut across the ocean to places in WA where you can't get to by boat. There is a lifetime of exploring to do. Like, I will never do all the exploring just in WA in my lifetime. So the idea behind the boat is just to get out there and just explore WA, like go camping on big solid missions with my brother and just see what's out there, dude. Like, we've only scratched the surface of the adventures we do in a car. When you have a boat like this, it opens up your potentials crazy. But not only that, we also want to get into like marlin fishing. I really want to start chasing billfish. Just sort of go out on some solo missions and really push myself chasing big billfish, take the boys out and just live a good life. That's just what it's all about. But yeah, that's the idea behind the boat. It's a vessel for adventure. I just want to go on adventure places far and wide where you just don't see people for days on end, and then also drag some big rods, some big skirts, see if we can't pull a big swordfish out of 1,000 meters of water. So that's the idea behind the boat. Get ready for some content, because me and my brother are going to go to ham with the videos in this boat. It's going to be fun. I'm super excited about this new chapter. The boat, bro, She's an absolute weapon. Alright, so at the start of this video, I said my brother's gonna be taking over the videos. I just want to elaborate a little bit on that. So he's not exactly gonna be taking over the videos, but he is gonna be doing a lot more solo trips by himself. Obviously, I've got to get the girls sorted down in Perth. We're only a couple of months away from having another baby, so I want to be able to be there for my girls. I want to be able to be the best dad I possibly can, but at the same time, I want to keep these videos rolling. I want to keep you guys engaged. I want you to be able to still watch these videos, and obviously it's going to be pretty bloody hard for me to do that when I'm away with a baby. So my brother's going to be doing a couple of missions, but that's not to say that I'm not going to be in the videos. I'm going to do my best to keep filming these videos. Obviously, it's my passion, it's my joy, it's my absolutely everything. Like, filming these videos is one of the greatest things that I absolutely love it. I'm in love with filming videos. So I'm going to keep that grind going. And my brother will be doing a couple of solo trips, but I'm going to try my best to stay in front of the camera and just keep filming and filming. Obviously, taking the time away when I need it with my family. So if you see me brother and he's on a couple of solo trips, don't ask where I am. I'm okay. I'm probably changing nappies and wiping drool off of my t-shirt or something like that. But that's what's happening. So if you see me brother and he's out in the islands or he's doing a couple of solo trips, you know the baby's here. And the big daddy field day is changing nappies. Very exciting. Very, very exciting. This question is a question that I get asked all the time, a ridiculous amount. Where are the goats? Have you still got the goats? Where's Bowie? Where's Bob? The goats are no longer on this property anymore. They haven't been here for actually quite a while. I've got a mate with a big farm not too far down the road here, so the goats have actually gone to his farm, and they're a lot better off there. They've got a big mob of goats. They're mingling with other goats. We actually see them quite often because we go to our friend's house a fair bit, and we see the goats. They are as happy as a pig in shit. They're running around with a big mob of goats. They're having a lot of fun. We've still got the cubby house down the front there. We've still got the whole entire goat pen built, ready for some other animals or maybe goats in the future to go back in there. But I never actually wanted a goat as a pet. I randomly just found that awesome little goat, Bowie, when he was a baby. Let's roll on some clips of that, just some real quick clips when I found Bowie, because he was the cutest little thing, dude. Oh my God. You are kidding me. Listen to this, listen to this, listen to this. Look at this. Check this out. Come here. Are you joking? Look at this little goat. Hey, mate. You all right? Look at him, I reckon he's starving. He is brand new. He's got that umbilical cord still hanging out there. This little fella here would only be a day or two old. He's tiny, man. You are an absolute lord. I'm gonna go for a hunt for the mother. If the mum isn't around and it's left this goat here, this goat's got no chance. It's boiling hot out here. That thing's gonna need milk pretty soon. Come on, come on, come here. Look at this little thing, dude. How good. Look at these things, man. Bowie is like 5 times the size they used to be when we found him in that video. So yeah, to answer the question, Bowie and Bob are no longer on this property. They're up the road on another property, a bigger property with a big mob of goats. So they're happy, they're alive, they're running amok with a big mob of goats. And we've got this empty paddock at the front now. I'm not too sure what we're gonna do with it, but if we ever move back into this house in the future, those goats were a whole lot of fun, especially with kids, man. Kids would love those goats, so yeah. Also, we don't have any chickens. Nobody asked about the chickens, but that chicken coop behind me over there is empty as well. So we've got no pets, no responsibilities. Beautiful. And the next top rated question was, are you going back to Indonesia? What's going on with Indo and what is going on with the land you bought in Indonesia? So 110% we will be returning to Indonesia, like 100%. Indonesia for us, like I've said this before, it is our happy place. We met in Indonesia, like it is just where we are just so happy. Like everything about Indo is just amazing. The reason why we're not in Indo right now, obviously, is because Mac 10 is pregnant and we don't want to have her pregnant over in Indonesia right now. It's just a lot cleaner in Australia. Not that you can't be pregnant, we know people that have had given birth over there and everything, but just coming home to Australia, it's a lot cleaner, it's a lot healthier, and again, friends and family are here. So that's the reason why we're not in Indo right now. But once our second baby is big enough, 100% we're going to be going back to Indo. We've actually got that land over there and I've started clearing the land. We're in the very, very early stages of building something over in Indonesia, and that leads me to the next question. All right, now here's a question which is a little bit of a weird one, but it did come up several times. Now, this is something, I don't want to get into politics on this channel. I don't want to get into politics, but this question came up quite a few times, so I'm going to answer it from my perspective. Question is, are you happy with what's going on in Australia right now? Are you happy living in Australia? Now, I don't want to get into politics on this channel, but my perspective of what's going on in Australia right now, I'm happy in Australia. It's still at a point right now where I'm not ready to leave. If you guys don't know what's going on in Australia, if you look into the deep dark web and you start diving into things, which I don't because it just clogs your head up, but Australia's going down a path of probably a place where it shouldn't right now. We could be one of the richest countries in the world. We've got so many resources in this country which we don't take advantage of. Our taxes are ridiculously high. The unemployment, the housing crisis that we have right now is ridiculous in Australia. How is a family supposed to get by with the cost of bread, milk, eggs, and just simple things? Like, it's ridiculous. There's so much more. Like, I don't want you guys, if you guys are from here, if you guys watch the news, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Yes, I love Australia. I don't ever want to leave Australia. But with that said, I am in the process of doing exit strategies out of Australia. Now, what do I mean by that? We bought that land in Indonesia. That was a strategic move. What I wanted to do is I wanted to buy land in another country where I can build a villa or a house or something like that and have a secondary base. So we actually have a business in Indonesia. We've started a bank account connected to the business. I also have a visa where I can come and go freely from Indonesia. And so does Mac 10 and so does Misha. So we can easily pack up our stuff, shoot over to Indonesia, and eventually we'll have somewhere to stay over there. We'll have a villa. We bought that incredible piece of land on that little island, which is a dream for us. So we have that escape route, which we're currently building on right now. Second to that, we have Mac 10 is from Czech Republic. So my daughter, Misha, she has a dual citizenship. She's got an Australian passport and she's got a European passport. Obviously, Mac 10 has the same. So if anything ever happens in Australia, shit hits the fan, we have another COVID thing, we can either boost over to Indonesia or we can boost over to Czech Republic. We have options to run away, because at the end of the day, the whole entire reason why I work so hard, the whole reason why I work my ass off, it's not for money, it's not for cars, it's not for boats, it's for one thing and one thing only, and that is freedom. When I say freedom, I mean the ultimate freedom, like just to do what you want, when you want, on your own time. That is my complete goal in life. I don't need the cars, the boats, the watches, the mansions. That's just noise. I don't need that shit. What I want is freedom. So that's what I'm trying to work towards. Right now, I'm happy as a pig in shit in Australia. Like, I could live here for the rest of my life. But if it ever goes downhill, or if there's something wrong with this country, I have escape routes. We have Indonesia to go to. We have Czech Republic, which we can run away to, and we're in the process of looking at another island in another country right now. So that's sort of where I stand. I love Australia. I'll always love Australia. I was born here. Nowhere in the world offers what Australia has to offer, but if it goes downhill and shit hits the fan, the escape routes are being built as we speak. I hope it doesn't come to that, but there we go. That's my opinion on this beautiful country we call Australia. A question I got asked a lot again. Why did you choose a white pointer boat? Now, if you guys remember, I had a Stabicraft before I had this boat. It was a 6.1 meter Stabicraft boat. That boat was a good boat, but it wasn't a great boat. There's nothing against Stabicraft, I've got nothing against them, but it used to rock a lot in the water and it used to slap. And I hated the aluminium slapping. So when you're going through waves, boom, boom, all day. Like you're going out 50 nautical, you're going way out to sea fishing, deep sea fishing. Bang, bang, bang. Not only that, your knees, your back, all day, boom, boom. I was like, righto. I'm gonna get rid of this boat. I'm gonna go on the hunt for the ultimate aluminium boat. I wanted an aluminium boat for certain reasons. Number one, aluminium, where we're gonna be taking this boat, if the water dries out with the big tides that we have where we're gonna be going, I'm more than happy to let this boat just sit on the mud, sit on the sand, sit on a little bit of rock if I have to, and then as that tide comes up, she'll lift back up. You ain't gonna be doing that with no fiberglass boat. So I really, really wanted an alley boat. The first time I stepped foot in this boat, and I hit some choppy, shitty water. We're in New Zealand, and I was driving through that rough water. It is an incredible riding boat for an alley boat. I was sold straight away. Not only that, the craftsmanship on this boat is next to none. It is incredible. The detail they put into these boats is wild. So the ride quality was a big one for me, and that's what these boats do. These boats have an insane ride quality for an aluminium boat. Also, we went with the Mercury. I've seen a couple of questions about why did you put a Merc on the back. We went with the big 250 V8 Mercury Verado, the AMS engine. It's got electric steering, incredible engine. We've only done 20 hours with it, but what we've seen so far, I don't even know it's running. Like I was saying to my brother the other day when we were fishing, I went to turn the engine on, and he's like, bro, it's already on. Like, you don't even know the engine's running. It's a big V8, it's a 250, and it's just purring, like quiet as. Electric steering on that Mercury engine so far, phenomenal. Like, it's just, even doing 30 knots, 32 knots, and it's just feather light. Like, it's not heavy when you're doing 30 knots. Don't know. We've got a lot of work to do with the engine yet, but it's only done 20 hours, but so far so good. The engine is incredibly good. The whole entire boat setup, the trailer that this boat is sitting on is phenomenal. Like, the trailer itself is like, you look at it when you park the car and the boat's in the water and you're like, damn, man, that is a good looking trailer. It's just built to last. So that's the reason why I went with the white pointed boats. The ride quality is like nothing I've ever tried before. I've been in a lot of boats, a lot of mates have got boats here in WA, but this thing it just feels different. It's smooth. There's no banging. For an aluminium boat, incredible build quality. So we've got some big trips to take this boat on, obviously, and we're going to give it a flogging. So that's why we went with the big alley boat. And she's a beast, dude. Truly. It is a beast. Some of these questions are so bloody good. Look at this, ready? I'm just gonna read it from the top and we're gonna have to beep out some language here, but these are the kind of questions that I get, ready? How big is your dick?
What?
Where are you off to? How long do you cook camel for? Why is your brother such a bitch? Why is your brother such a bitch? Look at these questions, man. When's the noodle rod coming back? The noodle rod is coming back very, very, very soon. We just did another order. By the time this video drops, it should be about a month after this video drops, the noodle rods are gonna be available again, which is pretty bloody exciting. Hey bro, what's your preferred brand of fishing rod? Honestly, any fishing rod is a good fishing rod as long as you're fishing. Like when I was living in Indonesia, I was using a $250 popping rod, like a PE 5 to 6 heavy duty PE 5 to 6 popping rod, and I was catching the same size GTs that people were using with like $1,100 to $1,200 rods. Easy. Like, obviously the noodle rod is the greatest rod in the world, but when it comes to fishing rod brands and stuff like that, like I was using a very, very cheap rod when I was in Indonesia. I had no money when this channel started, and it was like a $200, $250 popping rod, and I've still got it in the shed right now, and it still works perfectly. So I don't think the big brands, the big expensive rods does anything. Like, obviously they work differently when you slow pitch jigging and stuff like that. But yeah, just any rod. I don't have a favorite brand. I don't have a favorite anything. Obviously the noodle rod is my go-to rod for everything because it's ultra light, it's fun, and that's what fishing should be. It should be fun. So that's why the noodle rod was created. Noodle rod question. Hey Matt, I'm 27 years old. I'm looking to become a lot like you. What helped you in your mindset in your 20s to be so epic? Thank you, dude. I love you. Just be hungry. Find something that just starts a fire in your belly and just go for that thing. That's what I did. That's why I'm sitting in an incredibly beautiful boat right now. Dude, 5 years ago I was dead broke. I'm an idiot. I'm dyslexic. I can't read and I can't write very well. I'm sitting in my dream boat, in my dream house. 5 years ago I was dead broke. If I can do this shit, so can you. I really, really, really want you guys to feel the feeling of accomplishment. Like, I really do. I hope every single one of you gets out of your comfort zone and pushes towards the goals that you want to do, because it is an incredibly good feeling. Hey bro, what sunnies do you wear? When I'm filming and fishing, these are not Otis sunglasses right now. I'm waiting for Otis. They're actually sending me a set of sunnies, but my favorite go-to sunnies are Otis sunglasses. They are by far the best sunnies. I've been running these sunnies for a little while, but they're not as good as those Otis sunnies. Those Otis sunnies are like fire when you're fishing on the water. So I've just been wearing Otis a lot. Do you want to come to South Africa for a big Silver Ghost mission? Most definitely. Next question is, do you want to come to the United States? Do you want to come to US? Yeah, I think once I have my second kid and the kid's a little bit older, I want to start traveling as a family, like especially traveling around Australia a little bit more, and then traveling internationally, doing some different videos and showing my kids the world. That's something that I really want to do, is like show my kids the world. Actually, talking about kids, there is a question here. Are you going to send Misha to school? No, I'm not sending my daughter to school, nor am I going to send my next kid to school. Me and Mac 10 have already spoken about this. No, we're not going to send our kids to school. because I don't believe school is designed in the way that everybody thinks it is. Number one, I don't want some stranger bringing up my kid for 6 to 8 hours a day. Like, that's not what I want to do. This is another reason why I wanted to create this life that I'm living at the moment, is so that I can be financially free, where Mac 10 can be the ultimate mum. She can be home, she can be doing her thing. She doesn't have to stress out about work, she doesn't have to stress out about anything. She can just be the ultimate mum. I can be the ultimate dad. That's the situation. We're gonna homeschool our kids if everything goes to plan. Misha is already bilingual. She can speak Czech and English. She's not even 2 years old yet. She can speak Czech. She understands Czech and she speaks Czech. And she also speaks English as well. So we're going to bring up our kids a little bit different to the system which is sort of ingrained in everybody in this life we live. So no, we're not going to take our kids to school. We're going to homeschool our kids. I think homeschooling our kids is going to be the best option, because I have a completely different outlook on life than everybody else does. So yeah, I don't believe in the school system. I don't believe in a lot of things. I second question every single thing that has happened in this life. It's crazy when you start thinking about things. But yeah, I'm going down a rabbit hole here. When will Mac 10 start filming on YouTube again? I think Mac 10 is going to start filming. She said she wants to start again, but obviously she's pregnant right now and just life's chaotic moving home, and she hasn't filmed a video for, I don't know, like a year. But it's something that she wants to kick up again as we start traveling as a family, and it'll be like a family travel in a caravan, 2 kids, me and Mac 10, driving around Australia, caravans, boats, fishing. That's sort of what Mac 10 wants to do. She wants to come back, but just not right now. Oh, we've got one more question that's come up a couple of times, and it goes, what is going on with the online shop? Nothing's in stock. So right now I'm in the process of transitioning everything from one place to another, and as you can imagine, it is a headache. There's a lot going on in life right now, and the online shop on a to-do list, this is the top, this is the bottom. The online shop is like hanging down here somewhere. So I've got a few things that are a little bit more important right now in life than the online store. But with that said, I do want to get it up and running again. I am going to get it up and running again, and I'm in the process of doing that. So that's what's going on with the online shop. If it says sold out everywhere, I do apologize, but as I've said, I'm pretty bloody busy at the moment. But that is going to be it for this video. This is just a little bit of an update video of where we are in life, what's going on. We haven't done one of these videos in a bloody long time. It doesn't feel natural doing these kind of videos, but sometimes it's good just to have a little bit of a check-in with the Field Day family. So look, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening to me talk shit for this exorbitant amount of time. I know some of these questions were a little bit deeper. A lot of it was about finance and business and stuff like that, but that's just the way my world's going. That's the way my life's going. It's the way that I'm transforming my life. That's sort of the way I'm going, and I think I'm absolutely enjoying the hell out of it. Obviously, it's not as good as filming these videos. Obviously, it's not as good as catching giant mud crabs and stuff like that, but that's just the way my life's going, and I love it. So, thanks for watching. Remember, if you're going to be on your deathbed in 80 years, 90 years, or whatever the time is, and you look back and you say, dude, I wish I tried. We ain't doing that here anymore. We ain't doing that shit. Get out there, give it a crack. We've got one shot at this life. Let's give it everything we have got. And that is it. I love you. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Me and my brother, we're going to chase marlin, swordfish out of this thing. That is what's on top of the list. All right, I love you. Thank you. Bye. Shoo. Sight. This f***ing peanut. Hey, I love this shit.
Ah, we've lost our hat.
Oh my god, dude.
Bloody hell, making an absolute meal of this.
How many times?
Oi.
Oh, now he's got a f***ing. Good morning, you sexy individuals. We had a f***ing sick session of fishing yesterday, if you didn't notice. Outside, there are like 1,000 flies, so we're sleeping inside this epic cover we've got on the boat. This is like a caravan in here, dude. No flies, no mosquitoes, no bullshit, just me and my f***ing smelly brother. He hasn't had a shower in like 10 days, bro. F***ing stinks, dude. Look at this, look at him.
Proper sweating.
You f***ing disgusting little human.
And we love it, though.
Look how sweaty you are. Why are you so
F***ing hot in this caravan, dude.
I'm not sweaty.
Must be all that meat I was eating last night.
Anyway, do you reckon you could shower once in a while?
No, I'm not even going to shower when we get home. I'm going to gurney myself when we're washing the boat, and that's me.
You need more than a f***ing gurney. You need a f***ing scrubbing brush, bro. These flies are bad, dude. Little pricks. You idiot. You idiot. Speak English, you idiot. Yo, jackass, if you can't speak English, don't speak at all. Hey, 5 years of YouTube and I'm still can't even. Somebody turn some lights on in here. I can't see shit, dude. Hey, turn the ISO up, bro. I'll tell you what, that ain't no FDYS coffee. That is absolute dog shit. Look at that. Tell me you got a mouse problem without telling me you've got a mouse problem. Oh, snap the tip off. Look at that. Me fishing rods get a doona to sleep on. How good is that? There you go, my darlings. Sleep tight. There you go, my baby. Sleep tight. What's the point in having a jigging reel these days? Hey? Ain't no demersal fish in Australia. They're all extinct. So they reckon. That is going to be it for this video, doggies. Thank you so much for... Look at that fucking ISO. That is peaking. Again? Really? 5 years of filming and you're still fucking up? Maybe you should learn how to use the camera, you These are not my cars. These are your cars. Look at this. One day you're going to be driving around in these things. Look at these things. Look at the solar in there. Can't see much because it's black. Yo, Field Day, why are you wearing a pair of baggy tracky pants when it's 40 degrees outside? Well, that would be because I have no clothes in the house and I forgot. And I'm gonna walk around with tracky pants on and I'm sweating my absolute dick off. That's why. No, man. No, man. You can't speak English. Thank you so much for watching, you scumbags. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. How corny. Like and subscribe, bro. I'm out of here. Love you. Bye. Boya, boya.